Hi, CIS101. So this week, we're going to talk about something that might not seem that interesting, but that really makes our lives way easier: spreadsheets and databases. So I want to give you an example of a database. A database is a software tool that holds lots and lots of data, lots of information, and it makes it very easy for us to recall that information. So I thought I would start off by sharing one with you that you're probably familiar with. If you've ever shopped at Amazon, or honestly, pretty much any website out there now, they're all what we call database-driven websites. And so, Amazon has like thousands and thousands, if not millions of products. They don't create a web page for every one of those products. As a matter of fact, that page doesn't exist until you ask for it. So let's look up a book. Let's look up a book, if I can spell it right, Hecate Peg. Okay, I love this book. And I'll give you an example of how it works. So there's a product page. Let's go to the product page. This is a really good book, by the way. Audrey Wood's one of my favorite children's authors. So you go to the page and you've probably noticed that almost every Amazon page kind of looks the same. Well, every Amazon book page, different products have different types of pages, and that's because they're built on a template. So Hecate Peg, right here, you've got the title, you've got the author, you've got some different information on prices. And if you scroll down the page, you're going to more or less see the same layout on all the book pages, all the product details, different things. Reviews will be down here. And so all the information that's filled in gets pulled from a database. It makes it really easy to create a large website with a minimal amount of information. So if I went to another book, so we'll look at product details here: publisher, language, paperback. Those are all kind of fill in the blank template fields. And the data in here comes from the database. Let's go to a different book and we'll just kind of look. And you notice it's the same format, the same kind of information that all gets pulled in. Big description on this one. But here's our product detail thing. It's the same thing. So database templates make accessing your information a lot easier. As you look around different websites, as you're looking at the web, maybe take a look. Even our website Moodle is driven by a database. All of your information, all your grades, all your assignments, everything that you submit there gets inserted into a database. So in Moodle this week, let's come back. In Moodle this week, I actually have a couple of videos here. We're not going to go into depth, and we have a chapter on it. But if you want like a video introduction, there's just 2 videos here that aren't very long, but that will give you kind of an overview to how databases work and what they're all about. I think you might find them interesting and useful. The other thing we're going to talk about are spreadsheets. And now I'm not going to tell you a lot about spreadsheets right here and right now, because I have a whole video down here on how to do this spreadsheet assignment. But basically, in a nutshell, I'm giving you $5,000 of Monopoly money. I wish I could give you a real $5,000. And I'm going to send you out on a shopping spree, and you have to create a spreadsheet that lets you calculate how much money you've spent and how much you have left. And so it's a pretty basic grocery store math type of assignment. But watch the video first, because there's an area or 2 that people always get tripped up. And so I don't want you to get tripped up on that. Okay, so watch the video, watch this about the spreadsheet assignment video, so you understand what to not get tripped up on. So spreadsheets basically are number crunchers, but they can get used in some really interesting ways. So I use it for grades. Obviously, you guys have seen the grade spreadsheet, I hope. That's up in important information. It's been there all semester. But I gave you 2 videos that will have you look at spreadsheets in a really different way. In this Michelangelo one, this is an older gentleman who's retired, and he creates art using spreadsheets. Okay, and he uses one called Excel. So we're going to use one called Google Sheets, but all spreadsheets kind of do the same functions. Anyhow, that is super interesting to, first of all, see why he got into doing art that way and how he does it. This other one, there's part of a longer, I think I have it starting at the part where he talks about um, using spreadsheets for pictures and how that works, and how your phone camera is actually just a big spreadsheet. And then well, I have to warn you, he's a mathematician, and he's funny, but he's funny in a mathematician sort of way. So it's a little geeky. So you don't have to watch the whole routine, although it is funny. And I think it's like 13 minutes, but watch the piece where he shows how your phone is a spreadsheet and how the pictures on your phone are a spreadsheet. All right. And there's an image that I made. He's got a page where you can actually take a picture, upload it, and turn it into a spreadsheet. And then I've got one that I did here. So you can see if you can figure out what it is, what that is. I want you guys to have a really good week. We're running down the clock here. If you've got any assignments that are due that you're kind of backlogged on a little bit, contact me. So that's our week. Have a really good week.